Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight we play more of Escape from Ever After. And last stream we were progressing on the chapter 3, right, of the game. And it's pretty much the pirate adventure. So it's been some days. I need to recap what was going on. But I remember we were by this one city called Port Cutlass because we had to find the second part of the map. It was the map for us to get to the treasure, right? To Blackheart's treasure. And it's still a mysterious treasure that nobody knows exactly what it is, how much it values. It's like a legendary treasure of some sorts. It's like the One Piece, pretty much, right? It's the One Piece of this game. So we need to find it. But we had to really do some investigation when we were in Port Cutlass because we had to go after some hints, and especially hints from people that used to be part of Captain Blackheart's crew, right? Or like someone that was in his crew in the past. But yeah, after hearing some gossiping from both other teams that are competing in this one company's treasure hunt, right? Because all of this was told to us thanks to the freaking Ever After Inc. Because they want us to kind of team up with our partners in order to find the treasure. But we are competing against the other teams, and whoever gets the treasure will get a promotion. So we heard the news from the other teams, right? Thanks to our transformation into a seal, thanks to Eva. And then they couldn't see that we were there hearing them when they were talking to each other. But also we could use that same transformation to spy or to hear on Blackheart's parrot, Polly, right? That was also singing his favorite song, which was a song that Wolfgang had to learn. And with that song, once we have met, um, I think it was Greybeard, which was another pirate that teamed up with Blackheart in the past. After hearing that song, he realized that we were connected to Blackheart somehow, and then he gave us the second part of the map. After that, we could leave Port Cutlass and move on to the next destination, which was another island that was the Molten Maw Isle, right? Let me check my notes. Yeah, Molten Maw Isle. So it was rumored that the final part of the map was going to be there. And it was like a volcano kind of island, which is the opposite of Port Cutlass, because Port Cutlass was at the base of this one very cold mountain. I kind of wished we could have explored the cold mountain, but no, it was just the city for now. So we had there, we were cruising in the ocean again, we had to fight some other pirates. But when our captain, Captain Silver, he was wishing to drink something, we went to his storage in the ship looking for rum. And we saw someone in there. Someone was hiding in there, an intruder. And we actually knew that intruder from before because that intruder was no other than Patches, the teddy bear of the cover of this game. And he saw all of the footage of our conversations in our room, right? In our office in Ever After Inc. In Tinder's Castle, especially when we were talking to Eva about the truth that we were kind of plotting against the company. We wanted to get it down because we want them to not be changing the stories from the storybooks. And then Eva, of course, she was super smart, so she pretty much guessed all of that already. But from traveling with us to Innsbeak, she realized that the company was really kind of shady. So she, instead of kind of betraying us or like firing us from the company, she decided to join us. And then she asked for the to be fired, right? She actually quitted, right? She quitted, and then she quitted her position, but in the end, she's still kind of working in there in our team, pretty much. She just changed careers, I would say. But anyway, freaking Patches saw everything of that, and now he also knew that we were plotting against the company. He could have told all of that to Mr. Moo and the rest of the company's employees, but he actually kind of followed us or like went after us to have a conversation, although we found him maybe in the wrong time, right? At the wrong time. And then he told us that he knew about everything, he knew the truth, and he was actually thinking about joining us because he has his own motives to be traveling with us and also to be getting to the real world. He wants to get to the real world for some reason. He didn't say why, but as we progress, we might be able to learn that from him, I'm hoping, right? So yeah, basically that's what happened. We made it to the final island that had the last part of the map. We solved some puzzles, we had to also fight some enemies. We also had the help of the three blind mice, or maybe I should say, not really their help in the end because they stole the map from us, and he pretty much left us in the volcano that was about to erupt. We kind of escaped from the volcano, but I think I missed something that could have been an achievement or maybe an extra item. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that they will allow me to return to the volcano to look for stuff. But yeah, I failed in the side quest to like escape from it. I got into lava, but I was not getting into a game over for some reason. So I could not reset the game and try again, right? They kind of continued going on, and then I kind of take whatever happens to me in the games that I play. But I'm feeling kind of disappointed because I did want to see what was the result from like leaving the volcano in time. So now we need to chase the three blind mice because they stole the map from us. They are heading to the treasure. They are greedy. They are not. We cannot trust in them. So we'll see. We'll see how this unfollows. I mean, this. How can I say this? Unfolds, maybe, right? How this, or maybe how this follows up. There we go. But yeah, we'll see how that goes then, and possibly finish chapter 3. I will see as well if we can do some side questing after that, especially because of new abilities thanks to patches. And yeah, we have to go back to many places to crack some walls and then like destroy some boulders, stuff like that. Anyway, I have been away, in case you don't know about this, but I have been away because of my tooth. It was kind of bothering me since last Thursday. Today it isn't too bad. It is almost not getting to me, but I will see how it goes today. In case it gets worse, then I will probably call it. But yes, it's been kind of aching some days and then giving me a break and then aching again. In the weekend, thankfully, it was not aching me because I had to go to Rio to this one event in there. It was super fun. I may talk about it later. But yeah, and then on Monday and Tuesday, it was already back to pain. But then today it's kind of okayish. I feel something still, but it's like not much. And I want to still stream to see if by like moving my mouth and speaking, if I want to see what's going to happen if I do it right. If I instead of like just keeping my mouth shut for this time. Anyway, so let's see how is this chapter going to end. Let's see if we can get to the treasure, get promoted, and have a confrontation against the three blind mice, I guess? I'm not sure. They actually work forever after, so you know what? It makes sense if they want to get a promotion too from getting the treasure, but at the same time, I don't know if they are really after the promotion. Maybe they're just after the treasure itself. Let's see. Okay, I'm checking my stream. Mic's good. Is the desktop audio good? It is. Controller? Okay. So here we are setting sail again because we gotta get the last part of the map. Or actually the whole map again, right? Oh, never mind, it's just the last part. That is true, we also got to the ghost ship, Blackheart's ghost ship, and in there we have met with his ghost, and he asked us to kind of bury his ghost, or his corpse actually, next to the treasure. Which also makes me think that this one treasure of his is not something like material, it's probably a place or, you know, something that you cannot buy, sell, or carry with you. Scratch and Penny have wandered off somewhere in the volcano, go find them. Wait, in the volcano? Wait a minute, can I go back to the volcano before heading to the next part? I'm kind of thinking that the journal is not updated. Yes, I'm thinking the journal was not updated. The volcano erupted, look at that. I cannot go back there, I think. How dare those filthy little creatures make off with my yacht? They will pay. I actually love that. I thought it was such a stylish way to go away, you know, to like flee. I actually love that. Oh dear, Flynt, I'm not blaming you, but you really shouldn't have thrown Nico the map in there. Man, imagine actually being surprised by the mice's betrayal. Let's go, Flynt, no time to waste. Yes, I'm thinking that was just not updated, right? Wait, I read that completely wrong. There we go. I'm a little hurt that those mice stole our boat. Don't worry, we may be able to get them. You're just gonna stand there looking stupid, or are you going after those mice? Did you see them, Wolfgang? Let's get those mice. I love a good chase. Am I healed? I am healed, okay. Yeah, I think we're good, let's go then. Captain Silver, time to chase them. Let's go, Flynt, we gotta catch up to those thieving mice. Let's go. Off we go. So if we follow them, we will know where the treasure is too, right? Yeah, we're going to go into the nothingness because we don't have a map. Peasants, I demand you accelerate the ship immediately. We must make haste if we are to catch up to those disgusting rodents. Yar, she not a speedboat, piggy. A ship she be, and at the mercy of the winds. We are sailing as fast as we can. Your oinking won't change a thing. Maybe if we rebuilt this ship out of straw, we could go faster. Why do you want to build everything out of straw, huh? You are making yourself look stupid. And that's the pig that makes everything out of wood. Besides, the sticks are clearly the strongest material. Quiet to both of you, foolish fools, we have real problems to solve. So do we know which way the mice are going? Without the map, we'll just be clinging to their wake. But so long as we keep this pace, they will be hard-pressed to give us the slip. We have some trouble ahead. Pirates? Pirates. Wait, they have spiked cannons? The plankwalkers. We are be pursuing that yacht, are you? Yeah, are you pursuing that yacht, aren't you? Yeah, the mice offered us a handsome fee to put a stop to that, haha. You think, right? I doubt they will be paying you anything for this. They just used you. But yeah, we have a spiked cannon now. That surprisingly registered, so I don't need to go for another research. He has a shield right there. I need patches for this. I need his steady tremor. There we go, everyone around. Now I still have shields to mess with. I wonder when they are stunned, if they are still going to use their shield or not. I think we could test it right now. I think they won't, right? I can bypass you, right? Nice, I can. I need to get used to their timing. Yeah, that was not a very good defending for sure. Finally, I got something. I wonder if the buckler blowout ignores shields. I think it doesn't, right? Imagine if we do this super special attack and then they block it with the shield. And we also cannot break it with that. I will recharge. How do you pack so much punch for your size? Amazing. Amazing. Not amazing anymore. Oh yes, I need to look at their swords, because if they are pointing up I cannot jump, but if they are pointing straight forward I can also not approach them, like now. So I think I'll go for Teddy Tremor again. He's stun and poison. He's gone. There we go. So Patches is very good, but his attacks, they use a lot of MPs. Hopefully we can find more MP saving trinkets, just like the one we gave to Tinder. Ah, we have been defeated by some landlubbers. Okay, let's heal and keep on going. I wonder who's going to be... who's going to be the boss of this? I kinda still don't see the 3 blind mice as like the boss of this chapter. Maybe it is something that's protecting Blackheart's treasure. Maybe it is his ghost as well, even though we kinda befriend him. Let's go, Flynt, we gotta catch up to those thieving mice. Let's go. We're probably going to fight more pirates. I almost said parrots for some reason. Maybe also parrots, because they can be an enemy. Also, hi Nubba, what's up, man? What in the Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is this? There we go, you guessed it right. Welcome to Escape from Never After, man. This is a fantastic game so far. And this is Chapter 3. It reminds me a lot of Chapter 3 of The Thousand Year Door. thanks to Glitzville, because we have been fighting many pirates in a row. Not really like in a tournament, we are in a treasure hunt right now. And yeah, this game is straight up Paper Mario again. Chapter 2, by the way, was crazy. Very crazy. This one is a little bit more like the original games, right? This is like a mix of Glitzville with Chapter 5. I don't remember how Chapter 5 was called in Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, but never mind, is it 5? I think it is. Yes, it is 5, right? The one with Cortex, the pirate. I thought the pirate theme chapter was chapter 5. Yeah, there we go. I just don't remember how was the name of it for that chapter, but yes. Or even the one in Paper Mario 64 that is in the Yoshi's Island. But I say it's kinda Glitzville because they are giving me multiple battles in a row like in a tournament, you know, and then I can go back to the bedrooms of the ship to rest and then go again to another pirate fight. It's kinda like that idea that you have a fight and then you rest, you have another fight and then you rest, but they are doing all of that while we are sailing. We're at the end of the chapter already, by the way. And we are chasing 3 blind mice, but they are not blind anymore for like plot reasons. I can explain that later to you if you want. But they are like very greedy, so they stole the final part of the treasure map that we found from us while we were escaping from an erupting volcano in the last episode. So now we are going after them because we need to get to the last part of the map to find the legendary treasure, the One Piece. And then if we can find it, the Ever After Inc., the company that we are working at right now, but we kind of want to destroy it, we are plotting against it, we are kind of like infiltrated inside of it, right? But we want it down because it's been doing a lot of bad things to the storybooks around. Everyone in here is like from a fairy tale or some sort of story, by the way. And there is this company, Ever After Inc., that has a technology that allows them to change their stories or to go into their stories as well. Besides other things that they are revealing little by little to us. But yes, in case we get to this map and to the treasure, they will promote us. We want to get higher in our jobs in the company, so they can give us access to the big heads and also to the real world. It seems like there is a real world in this game. Once we can do it, we may be able to shut the company down. So for now, we have been like following their instruction and then going for their tasks and working, right? But as soon as we can get to like the final position of like the job rankings, we are going to riot against them. Yeah, man, that's how the game goes. The first chapter was about the 3 little pigs that are actually right now in our ship. You can see one of them, actually 2 of them right there, right? The 3 little pigs. And then the second chapter was a very surprising and interesting one because it was about Cthulhu and also horror stories. It was kind of crazy. And now it's a pirate adventure. So let's see how this is going to end. I don't know the official chapter name, but it was about reaching Kihoki. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, Kihoki. And then the one in 64 was Yoshi's Island, but also the Lava Volcano, right? Lava Volcano. But yeah, man, this game has been super good so far. The soundtrack is great too. Those are my party members. Not sure if there will be more though, but we'll see. How to gotta pay the toll to pass? Not at all. I'm fighting you, Trollbird. What the? A toll up here in the ocean? We really don't have time for this. Can we just sail around? Cthulhu is a wild thing to make an early chapter about, I know. It was a mix of Cthulhu, horror, and detective. So it was a very crazy chapter to investigate and then also to play. I really liked it. I think it is my favorite so far because of the atmosphere it created. I wouldn't say it is perfect. There were a couple little things that I probably would have changed in the chapter. But overall, it was a very crazy and shocking chapter. Not to mention that it was a lot about water as well. So like having water mechanics in an early chapter from a game was surprising to me too. Like, dealing with water right away at chapter 2, you know, it was very crazy to me. Maybe the only other game that I can remember regarding RPGs that straight up give you water right away is like Final Fantasy X. That also shocked me when I was playing it by my own. So yeah, water mechanics right away, that was kinda crazy. Can we just sail around? Not a chance, lad. All pirates live by a strict code. We pay the tolls. It helps fund the Clean Ocean Initiative. Okay, fine. Let's just pay and then get this over with. How much? Wait a second, I know you. Yes, he was charging us for a toll in a bridge in chapter 1. We decided to not pay for the toll. We fought him, and then now I think he wants to beat us again. Or actually have a fight again. I would rather have that fight again instead of, you know, giving them my money. You are the entitled guy that didn't pay the bridge toll, you see? Outside Happy Hollow, yes, it's me. I went bankrupt after that. I had to leave my home and move my business here. I lost everything. I don't feel anything for that. I'm not going to pity you, right? I don't care. You were trying to like be aggressive against us. You wanted to beat us up in case we couldn't pay you. No, not at all. Like, that's not acceptable. You're gonna pay, mister? I'm not. Wait, he has a freaking bowling ball now? And I'll need to research him again. Let's see, how different is this one? Research. He's the Trobert the Revenge Seeker. They told him a toll booth in the open sea would never work, but this business-savvy troll knows better. He's eager to test his cannons and cannonballs against you. Yeah, the bowling thing was crazy. He has 1 off armor though, I need to be careful about that. Looked more like a cannonball he threw at you. I know, but it was like a bowling mechanic, you know? I was not expecting that. I was thinking he would throw it up or something. But he actually managed to hit both of my party members. Let me see. I'm playing this game on hard as well, Nubble, by the way. It's been very challenging, especially in the beginning when I was still trying to figure out the mechanics. But yeah, this on hard is challenging, which has been very good too, besides some couple deaths. But how's it going, man? Have you been playing something lately? I think I'll go for this one. It pierces defenses, so it can be useful. And I have my MPs. There we go. I got a poison. The poison in this game drops their defenses. It's not like going to like cause them damage. The one that causes damage is burning. There is a crazy mechanic in this game too about shields, that once we have enemies wielding shields, I will tell you more about them. It's sometimes very confusing because the shields protect not only the person that has the shield, but also the people behind them. So you really need to think about how to ignore the shield or destroy the shield first. Yeah, there is a difficulty select. Nintendo would never... That is right. That is right, I didn't realize that they have never given us a hard mode for Paper Mario, right? I think Bug Fables had that. Yeah, that's why I was not surprised, I think. Because I also played Bug Fables on hard. Or at least the boss fights, but I think the whole game. I will go for this one because I don't want that cannon to shoot me. Wait a minute, but he's poisoned. And I don't have shields in the field. So my buckler throw can get to him. I will go for it. There we go. Then... another Teddy Tremor could kill the cannon. I will go for that because, like I told you, this is like Glitzville. After every battle I can rest and recharge, so I won't mind my MPs that much, my Mocha points, my special points. So I will waste them. The points that I need to be more concerned about are my synergy points. By the way, I died. And he's bowling. There we go. Yeah, you see the freaking yin-yang in the center? They allow me to do a lot of special things, just like the star spirits in Paper Mario games, or the crystal stars. But those points, they don't recharge if I rest. So I always need to be keeping them recharged in the battles. Yeah, right now I have those synergy options. It's like a special attack with my party members. It changes depending on the party member, or restoration that gives me MPs and HPs. But I have resurrecting items too that I bought, right? I have these smelling salts, yeah. Or I can bring Wolfgang in, that's my party member that resurrects people. And I will waste one of my synergy points so he can change the party member and also perform in the same turn. So I can resurrect Flynt, that died right now. With his... Oh, I don't have MPs. I don't have MPs, never mind. But there is another way to resurrect. You can also resurrect people by sharing their lives or their HP and also spending one synergy point. You see how the synergy points are important here? So I'm going to do that instead. Wait, there we go. Now they are going to split their health, and I waste one synergy point. You know what? Just because I think I should get more Mocha points, I'm going to use Restoration as well. It restores the health of all of my party. So if I swap my party members, they will probably be more healthy now. So if someone is beaten up, I can send them to the seat, right? To the back seat. And then bring them up back if I use lots of restorations with the other party members, and then they will heal as well. Now I don't have my synergy points, but that's okay because these two right here are maybe my favorite party members so far. And I gave them some badges, just like in Paper Mario, that when they use, what is it? Encourage, they will fill up the synergy points faster than the others. I gave them the badges that do that boost, right? Oh, so quick change badge is just baked into the synergy mechanic? Kind of. I could, like, change my party member, but for them to perform again, I would need to use a synergy point, yes. I believe there is a badge, by the way, that blocks that synergy waste, just like the quick change badge, yeah. But I don't think I have that active right now, or I don't remember who has it right now. Which party member has it right now? Let me see. He has 1 of armor. Wolfgang's attacks ignore armor for most part. But Flynt is kinda powerful already, so I think I can try poisoning him first with a buckler barrage. Yeah, I gave Flynt, like, the badge that his physical attacks might poison the enemies. If I can poison him, I will lower his defense. Right now, there we go. As he multi-hits the enemies, I have higher chances of poisoning. And then Wolfgang can go there with Cacophonous Chord. Alright. Bowling. At least I protected Wolfgang. Another buckler barrage because he's with lower defense. There we go. And then his regular attack again. Next turn we may be defeating him. Nice. It's been some days, Nubble, that I haven't played this game, so I'm still kinda warming up and remembering everything. Ah, another business ruined. How am I going to make the rent now? At least those mice paid the toll. Oh, actually the mice paid the toll? I was just saying that they promised to pay the pirates you just fought so they could fight us, right? But I doubt it that they would give them money because they're super greedy. But maybe they are paying the others to like delay us from getting to them. If only there were more upstanding citizens like them. They are not that upstanding. Regarding the blind mice that are not blind anymore, it goes to what I was telling you, Nubble, that Ever After Inc. has this one technology that changes the stories. So Ever After Inc. made the blind mice to see again, but in exchange they now work for them. So yeah, Ever After Inc. is messed up. You think they're doing things for like charity or like because they're good? They are not good at all. They took over the castle from this dragon right here, that's Tinder. Yeah, her castle was taken by them. They are actually from the same story. My protagonist, Flynt and Tinder, they were arch-enemies, or arch-enemies, right? Arch-enemies. And when Flynt was heading to her castle to fight her, he found an office, which was Ever After Inc. in there. And then they teamed up to kind of fight them, to get their story back to normal. And on the way, they have met the rest of the party members. And now everyone kind of works for Ever After Inc. I can see that Yak just up ahead. Okay, we might be getting closer then. These are the three little pigs. It looks like we are gonna be catching those mice soon. Gonna be straight, kid. Big respect for not paying that toll, haha. Always. If I can avoid paying them or wasting my money, I'm down. Especially in the beginning of the game, like, I'm playing this on hard, so the money was very important for us to buy more badges and also to buy the items to help me out in the battles. This is Patches, the last party member that joined us. He was part of the security of Ever After Inc. He saw everything we have done before from the security cameras, but he decided to join us because he has his secret personal business to deal with the real world. So he kinda wants our help to get promoted and then we all can get to the real world, but I don't know what he wants to do. So yeah, we are still kinda sus on him, but we'll see. I'm always surprised the three blind mice have been able to keep their jobs for so long. Right? That's fair enough. Also, by the way, we glitched the game. Oh no. Can I fix this? I think I will fix it. Yes, it was just a super crazy long jump. There we go. Yeah, the game has some bugs, man. We gotta be patient. Thank goodness it was not a crash. I had a crash before. I did not panic at first because we also had a glitch in the beginning of this chapter that I could save myself if I just waited. It was just a wee long jump, right? Man, I'm sweating so much. It's so damn hot in my room. Let me see if I can change the fan closer to me. Give me a second. Oh yeah, by the way, Nubble, this weekend I went to Rio, to the shopping mall in there because the Pokemon Go company, or maybe I should say Scopely, right? They were having a sponsored event in that shopping mall, so there was a whole bus trip from the players here from my city to get there to the shopping mall to play with everyone in Rio, and they were promoting the Flamigo event that happened in Pokemon Go because of Carnival and also because of this one special background for Flamigo in the game that you could get if you were in Rio or in Cologne in Germany. So I got some souvenirs. Look, I got a sticker, a Carnival Flamigo sticker. I got this one too that could be useful today. It's like a fan, right? A paper fan. I kinda need this today. Thankfully, I was able to do the promoted route and get to all of the stamps in that route in order to catch a second background Flamigo, because you could only get one unless you do the route. It was like a 3 kilometers long route, so it was kind of exhausting, but we did it. But the best that I got from this event was actually a hat Look at this hat. I got this hat because I joined a quiz that they are having there. And even though I lost in the quiz, especially because the guy next to me was faster to like hit the hand of the woman that was making the questions. And then even though I knew the answer, I could never get first right to answer the questions correctly. The guy was faster than me, and they gave gifts to everyone. I could choose between getting some booster packs for the TCG or the hat. I was like, I'm getting the hat, and the other people wanted the booster packs for some reason. Like, if I wanted the booster packs, I could get those booster packs in a freaking newspaper store or something, you know, in a, I don't know, in Walmart or Amazon or, but the hat I can only get from there. So like, that's an easy pick to me, the hat. So yeah, I thankfully could get the hat, right? The others didn't want the hat. Maybe they were able to get, I don't know, a billionaire-like card from those booster packs, but the odds are very low. But I'm happy with the hat, and the event was great. I also would have chosen the hat. I know, I was like, really? You guys are going to let me get the hat? Sure. I was very surprised. It's like a freaking promo hat that I don't know where else would I be able to get that. But like a simple booster pack, I can buy that on Amazon, you know? But yeah, even though I lost the quiz, I was happy that I joined the event to also get that hat. Let me heal and then save, and then we are going to see if we can get to the 3 blind mice. Oh yeah, by the way, Nubble, I think you're going to be happy about this. Actually, 2 things, because I don't remember if I showed you this, but I got myself Breath of the Wild. So one day we're going to spend years playing this, right? And maybe longer than freaking Roller Coaster Tycoon, who knows? But one day, for sure. But Skapluni, when we were playing Mario Galaxy, Skapluni sent me the money for me to get this as well. So I don't know if I like it, but this will also happen at some point. Thanks to Skapluni, right? And who knows, maybe this is an open door for me to start playing FPS games or something, shooter games. We'll see how that goes. I was actually surprised that there were no bundle of like the trilogy for Metroid Prime for the Switch, because they only remastered the first one, right? I was thinking that I could get like the 3 games at once, but never mind. It's going to be the first one, and then I'll need to go after the other 2 later, I guess. Or maybe they had a bundle for the Wii, right? Like the trilogy Prime Metroid bundle or something. I don't know why they never brought that to the Switch. Takes a deep and disappointed breath in response to Breath of the Wild. Wait, were you disappointed for what reason? But Metroid Prime is a good get? Yeah, why was the trilogy just for the Wii? They should bring everything. Although I have some hopes that eventually the other Metroid Prime games will also make to the GameCube Nintendo Switch Online, right? So in the future, in case I get a Switch 2, I can also try playing that in there. But actually, I think Scapuni said that, in his opinion, this one is the best one out of the trilogy. And that the second game is not as great, but it's still good. And the third game is good. But I think he said that this one is the best, so maybe it's the one that was the most worth getting, right? I actually have a question. Are the 3 games connected? For example, could I play the second game without playing the first? You are not a fan of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, so you were missing the dungeon system like in the originals? I can understand why some people like them, it's just not for you. I actually played a lot of Breath of the Wild before getting my own copy. I was playing in the copy of my friend, but I always decided to not do some important plot things. The farthest I got in plot things was pretty much getting to Hateno village, and I did not do like the champions stuff, right? The dungeons of the champions and stuff. I did lots of shrines, and I did a lot of map exploration, but I totally was missing a lot of things, especially the coal rocks and some very specific places. For example, I could never get through the puzzle of the Lost Woods. Maybe when I'm streaming the game I can figure that out. Or the photograph stuff as well. I need to find the spots of the photos from Zelda, the memories, right? But I did see a lot of the game already thanks to my offline playthrough. So you can play the second game with minimal story missed from the first. However, I would not suggest playing the third without at least playing the second. So the third is very connected to the second game. Okay. Yes, I was just curious if they were very connected. By this point, have you played Beyond, or you are still not playing it? It is funny that the toe thing is still here. Can I get to it? I think I can't. One thing about this game is that I wished I could throw the buckler, like, to north or south, but I can only throw it sideways. That is something that disappoints me. Yeah, the three of them are connected, it's just that the third game will be more confusing without playing at least the second for some context. Definitely I would try to like play them in order, even naturally, right? It's just that I was curious, like, are they very connected or maybe not as much? But I see that the third game is very necessary for you to play the second one at least. Let me talk to Eva as well. Eva used to work in the human resources of Ever After Inc. You know, Flynt, you can write off business expenses like tolls when you do your taxes. I'm also missing Wolfgang, right? That's the big bad wolf, pretty much. Do you think Trollbert has any family to take care of, which he has nothing of bad, as you can see? He's very wholesome. He's probably the chat's favorite in this playthrough. Did I talk to you, Patches? Yeah. And also the fanciest pig. Will you hurry up already? We are losing them. Let's go. I can see the yacht just up ahead. Make sure you're ready before we encounter them. Let's go. Off we go. Today we got some news on Pokopia, like an hour-long videos of people trying out the game. I did not watch those videos yet, maybe I will check them out later, but I saw the overall review and people were like saying the game was very fun. Did you see anything about that, Numble, so far? Did you see people's opinions on Pokopia after this one demo or like this 1 hour trial of some sort? Yeah, I only saw like the headlines and then it seems like people are stoked. Like the freaking game was super fun. Although not too long. Yeah, it is expected Pokopia to be from between 20 hours to 30 hours of playthrough. And then it has a post-game, it seems. But yeah, people's opinions are kinda positive so far. Halt! You thieving bilge rats. This be the end of the line. Hand over that map piece, or we'll send your scurvy ship to the depths. Oh, we did get to them. That's the yacht, right? The Three Little Pigs yacht that the three blind mice stole from them. Give us back our boat. The horror, I can't bear these disgusting rats stinking up our premium yacht. There they are. You can pry the map out of our cold dead paws. Alright boys, this is what we trained for, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to fight them after so long. We fought them only once in the beginning of the game. But I don't think they are the final boss of this chapter, they can't be. Remember when I was telling you about the shields? There are the shields. There is even different materials for the shields. I can burn the wooden shields, but the metal shields I struggle more to break them. My shield breaker character, or even shield ignore character, is Tinder the dragon. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in the first turn of the battles, you can swap your party members as much as you want, including Flynt himself, which was also shocking to me. In Paper Mario, you cannot swap Mario from the party, right? But in here you can. Yeah, you can do it for free. Only in the first turn. So I can also perform again. I gave her an attack that's the winged smackdown that she will hit them from the top, right? So that's going to ignore everything. It's going to ignore the swords they have pointing straight forward that could hurt her, but also the shields. So she's going to dive downwards and hit them all. It is the best attack when I'm dealing with stacks. Like that. I even disarm them. Okay, now we have a stack of 2 and a mouse, everyone's shielded. I will go back for Wolfgang, because Wolfgang can ignore any shields. Even the metal one, with his music attacks. Oh no, I'm poisoned. It's funny that... Oh, it is a poison that will fade away. I was going to say the opposite. I was going to say that it's funny that in this game, normally the poisoning doesn't end when I'm the one getting poisoned. So sometimes there are like perma poison and like now poison that fades away. I still need to deal with those shields. I need to research them as well. 3 blind mice pirate crew. Can old mice learn new tricks? Time to find out. Try to disarm them as soon as possible as their swords bolster their damage. Oh my god, hi pilot, what's up man? How's it going? Great to see you again! Thank you for the hydration, I'm like sweating. I don't know if you can see it, but it's super hot in here. It's probably my room's fault, to be honest. I think if I could open the window and then let some fresh air in, it wouldn't be this bad. But yeah man, how's it going? We are here playing this Paper Mario-like game. You still do not play my Mario RPG, but when you do it, it's going to be like this game. You just finished a 10-hour shift, oh no. Setting in for the evening, alright man, get some good rest then, damn. I hope everything was alright in there at least. Get yourself some Dominoes? Are you still addicted to Domino pizzas? Let's keep on ignoring their shields. There we go. Oh, they tackled us. I need to heal. Down to about 1 Domino's pizzas every 3 months? Okay. That sounds better. To be honest, I haven't been eating pizza that much as well. I have been mostly going for burgers when I want to do something like fast food like, or ice cream. Yeah, I have been up to ice cream mostly because of the weather here too. That's been very hot. Today I almost bought some Run and Raisins ice cream too. I only gave up because they were charging me more for the delivery than normal. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to pay that much for the delivery, so I can pass on today, yeah. I was really craving the Run and Raisins ice cream today. The world is pure insanity, so work is also insanity. That sucks, man. But won't get too deep on that. Oh yeah, yeah. As it breaks the no politics rule, yeah, it's better to like uh, take some rest from that sometimes, right? How's the situation in here now? I can jump on them, or I can dive as well, but I should heal. I will go for an attack and then healing. Let's do this. That's going to disarm them too. That was actually the best decision. And then let's ignore their shields. Oh wait, he attacks 2 times? Dang it! I was not ready for that. But that's fine because Wolfgang can resurrect them. Let's use Inspire. There we go. And then they have the sword pointing forward, so I cannot attack them closely, or I will get hurt. I could fly again, but I think I use an item. I will hit nothing, yeah. I cannot defend them, I need to get to their timings. Have you been playing something, Pilot? Were you able to finish Fantasian? All the time I see that game on sale for the Switch. I wonder if it is also on my wish list on Steam, maybe it is. But I normally see it on the Switch, right? And then I always remember a few. Hopefully we're able to finish that game. Do you still have your video games, by the way? Because I also remember you were selling them. But I think you kept the Switch for Xenoblade, wasn't it? For Xenoblade X in specific. Although they also brought that game to the Switch when it was only for the Wii U. So you could also get rid of a Wii U. Yeah, you still have your digital games in your Switch, there we go. You most likely got Xenoblade X again. So Xbox digital and Switch physical. Oh yeah, you can play Xbox on your... Wait, never mind. Do you mean that you are playing Xbox on your PC? Or that you got the Xbox console that has only the digital eShop? Oh yeah, I played a lot of Xenoblade X, there we go. From time to time, I'm also checking the prices on the other Xenoblade games. At some point, I will try to get them too, like Xenoblade 2, 3, and X. I know you don't like 2 that much, but I think if I play it, it will add more to the general lore, right? Of like everything that goes in those games, because I believe there is a DLC in 3 that kind of connects everything. So I think I need to play that. I think I'll do some restoration. But I can use the Requiem, that's true. The shield is going to get the seed, but the vine that grows up from this attack will still hurt them. There we go. They are stacking up again. You know what? I like that, because then I can go for my winged smackdown. Hitting everybody and disarming them. Perfect. Now I have 2 people poisoned, and I still have a shield. There we go. Xenoblade 3 remains your favorite JRPG of the last decade, with or without the DLC? Because I know the DLC will, connect everything. And yeah, Xenoblade 3 tied two series together so well that it retroactively made 2 a better game. That's very crazy. So there we go, I will go after all of them because when I was experiencing Xenoblade Definitive Edition, I enjoyed it a lot, but I saved the ending to the day that I played on stream, just like what I did to Final Fantasy X. I also know you don't like Final Fantasy X, but I saved the ending for me to kinda react to it for the first time here. And the other one that I also don't know how it ends, I was showing Nubble them, right? Is this one. I played this a lot already, thanks to my friend's copy, but now I have my own. But I did not go to the end. And do you by any chance, Pilot, do you like Metroid? This was Scapuni's gift to me. He liked that I played Super Metroid and I surprisingly kinda enjoyed it more than what I thought. But this is going to be different, right? This is an FPS game. Hopefully, the lore, the music, the vibes will help me to get through this game when I play it and not make me too scared because of the monsters, the aliens, and the action as well. Because the lore of Super Metroid was very interesting. It is time to try to remember how to play Mystery Dungeon DX. Mystery Dungeon DX was for the Switch? It is, right? It is the remake of previous one, isn't it, Nubble? Currently only level 6, so it's still very early in the game. Was it the one that's the remake of Red Team and Blue Team? Yeah, there we go, it is the remake of Red Team and Blue Team, yeah. Regarding Mystery Dungeon, I don't hate it, but I'm also not crazy for it. I just think it is a normal game. That maybe at some point I can try playing them on stream as well, but it's not like the game that I overhyped or that I like love so much. I just think it is fine. So Xenoblade 3 is seemingly disconnected from the series as a whole until the DLC which ties the game together. That's so crazy because the DLC must be like a masterpiece, man. As when you play the games, you do not see the connections of them that much, and then suddenly and magically they find a way to tie everything together. So this DLC might do something very, very crazy. Just Third is my favorite JRPG. The DLC is good, but it doesn't feel like part of 3. It probably feels more like part of the big box, right? The big picture. I mean, I said big box because I was thinking of like outside of the box, but what I meant is actually big picture. Yeah, the DLC is probably part of the big picture. I haven't actually played Metroid since the SNS days. Yeah, that's the only one I played so far. But also on the... Oh, you won that one for the Switch too? Is Capuni and Nubble, they love it. Metroid Prime. Just haven't played it yet. It's just a fun change of pace for the Pokemon formula, agreed. Other than that, I don't have much of a feeling either way. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. And it's crazy that you just live like a Pokemon instead of like, you know, doing the capturing stuff and then the trainer battles. No, it's like a Pokemon life, pretty much. Then I'm also expecting kind of to see that on Pokopia, because you are going to be Ditto, right? You are also a Pokemon in there. Did you also like Pokemon Colosseum and XD, Nubble? Cove has been like waiting for them to release those games on the GameCube, Nintendo Switch Online. I haven't played them, but I like the soundtrack of those games. I'm going to do this again to the 2 people stack right there. He's almost falling, right? Also, Pilot, were you hyped for Star Wars and the Knights of the Old Republic sequel? But they are going to somewhat only release that in 2030. Were you expecting that? You're not too excited for Pokopia. It looks like a Pokemon reskin of Animal Crossing, and you're not a huge fan of that game. So, I was even talking to Ku about this, I think, the other day. I'm happy they are doing it, because I think the fans of Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and everything, they will love this mix, right? And again, it's kind of different than what we're used to see for Pokemon. But just like you, I'm kind of like not the biggest fan of farming games. I think that they make me very tired easily. So basically, I'm still kind of in a break from them. Last time I was playing a farming game was in the 3DS, in the Animal Crossing for the 3DS. But after that, I never really felt like playing another farming game at any time soon. Not because I hated them, but just because I was not in the vibe or in the mood. But Pokopia, I could see myself trying it. It is just that I don't think it will value the price they are going to give it. So basically, I'm definitely not buying it for full price or anything like that. But I'm kinda happy they are going for that, yes. Yeah. It's pretty much Pokemon and Animal Crossing. I honestly didn't even know any new Star Wars stuff had been announced. There we go, man. They announced that in the Game Awards in November, although it's a very long announcement, or maybe I should say a very long wait, right, for after the announcement, because it's only going to be released in 2030. I was even like, why are they giving us those news already, you know? But there is going to be a sequel to Knights of the Old Republic. If I'm not mistaken, there are only 2 games, right? So this is going to be the 3rd game? I forgot how it was called though. I agree, Noble, it was like, what? So much can change until then, like they can change consoles, they can change, I don't know, the engines for like making the games, and then, you know, maybe they would need to like adapt themselves throughout those changes as they are developing the game. It's kind of like too crazy. Maybe the trailer we'll be getting in the future will look nothing like the trailer we got last year, because they changed the whole game already or something. Also, if Pokopia has missable stuff because the timer keeps going on, even when the game is turned off, I'm going to hate it more. Yeah, Animal Crossing does that. But I think that it's kind of missable, but also thanks to luck, you know. The items you don't buy in the shop, they will eventually come back to you in another day or another time. We need to see how they're going to work with time. What's going on in here? I can go for Wolfgang. I think I'll get rid of one of those mice right there. Oh, never mind, the shield. The shield is going to block the seed, so I cannot get to them. I will fight this guy then. But then, did you see the Poke Park, Nubble? Did you like the Poke Park? I still need to watch the video, by the way. I found this one an hour-long tour in the Poke Park that looked very complete. But I sent that on Discord and I still didn't go back to watch it myself. I need to watch that. But from the overall things I have seen, it looks nice. I just didn't like 2 things, I would say. I didn't like that it was not like a real city from the games. I would think that I would feel more nostalgic if I could see the cities from the games in real life instead of them like making a whole new city for the park, you know. For example, let's make the Kanto region in real life or something with like the cities, palette, filter, cerulean. I would rather have that idea going on for the nostalgia. But no, they just came up with a random city and that's it. But I also didn't like that much the mix between real nature and also the Pokemon. I don't know why, but I think that the formula worked better for the Super Mario World Park, for example, that you really didn't have like real nature in there. It was pretty much the Mario things, you know, everything, the trees, the sky, the monsters, the items, the blocks, everything was like in their fantasy looks for the Mario world. In this Poke Park, no, it was pretty much a real city and like the trees, the gardens and stuff, but the plastic and sculptures of the Pokemon around, that kind of broke my immersion, you know, to see like, for example, a bunch of Pikachus with real trees next to them in the forest. I would rather have fake trees, I think, or like a different scenario. So those were the two things that I didn't like that much from the Poke Park that I saw, but it's still looking fun to visit for sure, and I will check the video when I have time to. I think they're trying to keep Star Wars prominent in the cultural zeitgeist to drive other revenue generators of the franchise. Sadly, they have been, I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan, but sadly, I don't think they have been giving the fans, or like, even the public, very good products, right? Maybe besides the series. Yes, I think there was a series that I forgot how it was called that was very trendy, but the movies I heard a lot of complaints, and the games as well. But there was a series that I forgot how it was called that was like very popular by the time it was out. So I don't know, maybe they gave us this one throwback to Knights of the Old Republic because they know that it hits people hard with like quality and also nostalgia. Because everyone says that those games, the Knights of the Old Republic games, are fantastic, even for people that don't like RPGs, right? Or maybe Star Wars, that's what I meant. Even for people that don't like Star Wars, like me. But then again, it's too early for them to give us those news. They could have saved it for later. Unless they really think of like feeding up the people that are expecting to see that game being released every time, you know, like they are going to drop multiple trailers until the year finally comes. You mean the place that has all the clay models placed throughout the area? Yes, the Poke Park. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh are all regions based on actual different sections of Japan. True. Then Unova, US. Alola, Hawaii, right? Then Kalos, France. But then again, it's just that I was like hoping for us to see, I don't know, a city from a game, not really a new city with a new name without the structure we are used to see in the games. At least I liked the Poke Center a lot, like Nurse Joy there healing her Pokemon. That was very nice. Let me heal myself. And then can I beat the one on the bottom? I think I can. Actually, now that the mouse with the silver shield went to the back, because Cacophonous Chord does that, it sends the first target to the back of the line. Now that I don't have the metal shield in front anymore, I can go for the Reedy Requiem. They are going to block the seed, but the vine will hit them both. So it's a good strategy. Otherwise, if the metal shield was in front, the seed would never get to the stack. So I would only hit the gray mouse. No, I want to hit them both. Like this. They are stacking up again, that's fine. I still have MPs, let's go for a winged smackdown. There we go, it's over. But I doubt that this is the end of the chapter. They're probably going to give us the map again, so we can go after treasure. Okay, you win. Take the map or whatever. There we go. Get off me ship, you backstabbing scallywags. Well, you can't blame us for trying. You lot are easy marks. Pilot, did you watch the second season of Severance? Because I remember you hyped up for Severance when it was out, right? Alright boys, let's move, we'll take the telepager home. The telepager? Where is a telepager? Oh, and no hard feelings about all of this, yeah? Drop by our Reddit shop at the castle anytime for great deals, hee hee hee. I guess, right? Good riddance. Alright brothers, let's move. Okay, now everyone left our crew. Alright mateys, we've got the final map piece in our grasp. Finally we'll plot a course to the treasure. Give me a holler when you're ready to hoist anchor and set sail. So we don't have any more pirates in the way? It's straight up treasure spot? Good riddance. I'm refraining from the urge to say I told you so about inviting those rodents with us. But I suppose I just said it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were warned about they not being trustworthy. Oh, you're nearly done with Season 2 of Fallout though? I was surprised that the Fallout series was very successful. I think Nubble likes Fallout, right Nubble? I never played Fallout, and maybe I'll never play it, but I am curious about this series. You started the second season of Severance, but you haven't had the chance to finish it, alright. I think the only season I have made it through in several months is Slow Horses. I haven't heard of that show. It sounds like Western, am I right? It sounds like Western. The novel was based on New York, specifically in the US, and Colosseum was based on... I did not know that. Okay, so... that makes me more hyped to play Colosseum now. Because if you guys didn't know, if I could visit a state in the US, I would go to Arizona. There is this weird thing, I can't even describe it, but it's a crazy connection that I have to that state. I think it's beautiful. I love the freaking black and red mountains in the horizon, the sunsets, the golf courses, the lakes, the desert, and the canyons. So yeah, and everyone that I have seen online from Arizona also was like a fantastic person, so I'm like, I don't know, I have this crazy connection to that state. And also, there are even songs and music that I listen to, especially the album Cheap Dreams by Small Black, one of my favorite albums by the way. When I listen to that album, I feel like I'm traveling in Arizona. There is also this song called Arizona by Brother Tiger, another band that I love, that I freaking love that song too. So, you know, I have this connection to the state even though I have never been there and I don't know that much about it either, but everything I have seen of it makes me curious to go there or like to, you know, visit it. So now that there is a Pokemon game that was based in Phoenix, I'm so damn down. I was already. So there we go, I never heard of that novel, thank you for letting me know. But then I have a question. Is XD a direct sequel to Colosseum? Because it is, isn't it? So that means that XD will also be based in Arizona? Because they probably will happen in the same region? Is that how it goes? Slow Horses is a modern British spy show. I'm not sure if I heard of it. I think I haven't. The best way to visit the US is to fly over it on your way to Canada. I sadly agree with this. Yeah, it's set 5 years later, alright. There is even a crazy time skip. Man, you really made me more curious to play it now. I'm actually kinda happy that I never played them before. I have seen some clips, I have seen some videos of them, I have heard the soundtrack of them too, or at least some songs, right? Especially thanks to Twitch Plays Pokemon, they use it to love the Colosseum songs. But I'm so happy that I haven't played them myself, so I will have a lot of surprises when I try them. And people say that they are very good. But regarding the news, I haven't been following the news that much. But I heard that there were some situations in the Super Bowl, by the way, regarding the concert, wasn't it? Did you also see that the freaking trailer for the Pokemon 30th anniversary that they played in the Super Bowl was way more expensive than the budget they had for Pokemon Legends ZA? It was like a minute trailer for the Super Bowl with like the famous people telling about their favorite Pokemon and stuff. To air that commercial, it was like way more expensive than the freaking budget for the game that they did. Those were some crazy news too. I can't really blame the mice, you kinda had that one coming, no offense, Flynt. It's still... I would say that they kinda helped us in the dungeon when we were in the volcano, and then for us to actually find the treasure. They helped us to get rid of the boulders with their dynamites, you know? But then of course they kinda ditched us and then stole the map. But we also would need their help to like destroy those boulders, I think. You don't watch the Super Bowl ever, but I'm not surprised, yeah. I also, like, don't follow sports that much. I like the Olympic Games, but when it is like the Winter Olympics that's happening right now, I'm skipping them. But the thing about the Super Bowl that also surprised me was that this was the first year that I heard that they were airing that show, or like airing that event, in Open TV in Brazil. Yeah, they were airing it here in Open TV. Normally we need to subscribe to like cable TV or something, but no, this year they aired it on Open TV. Did I talk to everyone? Maybe not Wolfgang. Three blind mice, gotta love the Wolfgang is such a sweetheart. He forgives people and things very easily. Ugh, if I was still in the human resources, you'd better believe those mice would be written up in the longest report you have ever seen. Even on the other hand, she grudges, right? I'm not healed, so let me heal and then we are going to go to the next destination. Speaking of big events, I was reading today that we may be expecting a big concert in Copacabana Beach in Rio. It has happened before a couple of times. First we had Madonna, then we had Lady Gaga, and then it seems like this year Rio is going to bring Shakira. So that's great for like the fans, right? It's like a big event, it's a free concert. It only gets very crowded and they gotta have like a lot of security for like avoid thieves and I don't know, any sort of fights or mess in there. But this year it seems like they're going to have this crazy show of Shakira in Rio. It's the final stretch, let's get a move on, matey, sure. Off we go. People were theorizing if they were going to bring Justin Bieber, Paul McCartney, and other artists too, but in the end it was Shakira. Oh, it's nighttime now. And maybe this is it? This is the island with the treasure? Ah, we've made it. At long last, Treasure Cove. This be the place of legends, mateys. Within the depths of this cursed isle lies the Black Heart's bounty. Hoist the sails, lads. We are bound for the heart of the island. I'm still wondering what's going to be the boss of this place. In case there is a boss. Why don't you lot rest up below deck? We have a big day ahead of us. That sounds a little bit sus. I just did sleep. Imagine if he's the boss. Captain Silver, are you going to betray me just like the blind mice? I can't believe we're almost at the treasure. This is so exciting. I can almost taste that promotion. One step closer to victory. By the way, Patches, you still haven't told us why you want to get to the real world so badly, right? You don't seem to care about shutting down the telepager network, so what's your real reason? Well, all I can say is that Ever After Inc. took something very important from me. I was talking to Subaru the other day about which story could Patches be from. Subaru told me that there are teddy bears in Golden... how's it called? I think it's called Golden Locks, the name of the story, right? The fairy tale. But yeah, I don't have like a clear reference of where could Patches be from, and then I don't know what could be important to him, right? That he's now missing out. They took something very important from you, and then why would they put you into the security section of like the company? Why would they give you such an important task as well? Like, if they are kind of in a way blackmailing you, and the only way to get it back is to go to their headquarters in the real world. We are here, mateys. Come upstairs when you're ready. Yes, I still have no clues of what could be for Patches. The only thing that came to my mind, even though I don't believe it, is like, maybe they took his body, his real body or something, and then they placed his spirit into this stuffed bear. Something like Toy Story, you know, or I don't know, I'm kind of brainstorming. Actually, it's nothing like Toy Story, it's just that in Toy Story the toys are alive, but I don't know, but I'm curious. Maybe it is not related to any fairy tale or story that we know. Ah, we have sailed as far as we can into the cove. We'll have to take this skiff the rest of the way. Are we alone in here? Did you hear that? I heard a photograph, wasn't it? Or never mind, it's thieves. Ah, the treasure be ours. Attack! At first I was thinking they were going to be like the Power Rangers because of their different bandanas, but never mind. I can't think of any stories that involve teddy bears. Me neither, Nubble. When we met Patches, I was mentioning, I don't know, Chucky, right? But Chucky is like a toy, it's not really a teddy bear. Yeah, Goldilocks is more about a family of actual bears. Oh, they are actually real bears? Never mind then. To be fair, I don't remember how the story goes of Goldilocks, because I have only heard the name of the story. I never think I read it before, so I'm not sure how the story goes. Do you know the story actually? I don't think it is that popular. We don't have shields in this battle, so that's good. I can attack anyone I want. I will go for the sword pirates because they don't have the armor, so I can cause more damage. There we go, one is down. And then with patches, I can go for all of them. And I can also stun somebody. You know what? I will go for this. Stunning will be helpful, as they are in large numbers. We stun the last one, okay. Now I will target this guy. I got an early poison, so he's going to die. Great. And then I still have MPs, but I don't have a lot of synergy points. I will save my synergy points. Let's go for a regular attack. Maybe what they took from him is like the human that took care of him. You know, maybe a kid or somebody. Kinda like Monsters Inc. or something. Goldilocks and the Three Bears is about a young girl who basically ransacks a house while the family of three bears are out. And then is that girl Goldilocks? I forget what the bears do when they find her sleeping in one of the beds, but it is a grim dark fairy tale, so in the original can't be anything good, I see. So actually in that story, Goldilocks is the evil character. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe what he's trying to recover is actually the person that used to keep him as a teddy bear, right? But if it is based in a story or like in a fairy tale, I'm not sure. Actually, not all of the stories are fairy tales, to be honest. There was this one character, this very annoying and full of himself character that was straight out a law book, or you know, something like that, or like a law studies book. So not all of the books or stories we are having in this game are necessarily fairy tales. It's just that most of the game is fairy tale based. Flynt is almost dead, but I can kill the second guy, I think. No, I can't. I'm almost leveling up too, with a couple more fights. I do wonder if Patches is a legally distinct Pinocchio. Maybe somebody made him up, right? Also, hi Cove, what's up man, how's it going? Especially if you consider his name, right? Nubble Patches. Maybe he was like an abandoned teddy bear and then somebody kinda adopted him and patched him up to like fix him. Something like that. And the craftsman that gave him life is what was taken from him? Maybe, yeah. Either life or love. We are getting to the end of chapter 3, Cove. We fought the 3 blind mice already that stole the final part of the map, right? Now we made to the treasure island, treasure cove. And there are pirates in here too, we are trying to get rid of them. I was talking to Nubble earlier, Cool, but did you watch the Volcopia videos? An hour-long videos that some people have tried already? Did you check that out? I only saw people complimenting the game a lot. I will heal, let's heal. You are hyped for the rumored collection. So regarding that, I hope it is a collection. Because the rumor that I saw today was that it's not going to be a collection, right? It's going to be maybe Fire Red and Leaf Green being ported to the Switch. I mean, it's good, but I would rather have a collection, you know, a collection of like a bunch of Pokemon Classic games. Because I would not like to pay maybe full price for just Fire Red and Leaf Green. But let's see what are they making to us, right? Oh, you know what? Maybe we're leveling up now then. How much can we get from this last guy? Cool, Nubba was telling me that the region in Colosseum and XD is based on Phoenix, Arizona. I did not know that. I know you love Colosseum and XD, and now I'm very hyped to play those games at some point because I have this connection to Arizona, so that's crazy. Almost, but he dropped his armor, so we get him now. Maybe more games in the future if it sells well enough. It's going to sell well enough. Oh, we did get the level up, nice. As always, without a doubt, trinket points, which is pretty much badge points. It will sell well enough, but I don't want to pay for just a single game. I would rather have something like the Final Fantasy Remastered Collection, you know, or... I don't know, a bundle of some sorts. I would even prefer having the original Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal collection, you know, instead of like Fire Red or Leaf Green only. There is also a theory. Another theory is like Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler? Wait a minute, do you mean like a multi-region game? Nah. Oh, something that's like 2.5 HD graphics? Oh. That's kinda crazy. I never ever thought of Pokemon going on that direction. I think I like that idea, you know? I think it could work. But then maybe they would be remaking every generation again under that formula. I just hope that it's a graphical update, not really... I just hope that they don't change the game. For example, they start making new mechanics, new features and stuff, you know? Maybe just like what they did with Pokemon Let's Go. Nah, I wouldn't want those changes. I would want maybe the graphical update, but keeping the games the same. Maybe I want Gen 4 in that style. I do so bad. Is it because you did not like the Diamond and Pearl remake? Come on, jump in the skiff and we'll roll further island. Or actually further inland, right? Yeah, you hated Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. You hated the graphics, or did you hate something else? Because regarding the game itself, it wasn't too different than the original, but the graphics was the biggest change. The chibi style, oh actually both? Woo, we're here, we did it! Let me drink some more water. Oh yeah, by the way, regarding changes in graphics in games and stuff like that, I took a risk. Yeah, I took a risk because there is this one bundle or collection right now on sale on the Switch. And even though, thanks to my research, I learned that this remastered collection, it's kind of flaw. it's like not perfect. There are many things that the original they do better, or actually the multiple parts of the original game they do better than this remastered. I'm talking about the first Life is Strange. Yeah, I know that most fans of Life is Strange they prefer the original games, even though you would need to buy like the multiple parts or the bundle to play them, and even the DLC as well. But I got the remastered on the Switch. But I will be under some risks, right, when I play that, because the game has some bugs and glitches that can trigger thanks to the updates of the game, and most people also said that the original games they looked better in their art style than the changes, especially with the lighting, they added to the remastered. So even though I'm aware that it's a problematic remastered and collection, I still went for it because overall speaking, most people say that Life is Strange is more about the story or the plot. So I'm taking a risk. So when we are going to play those narrative games, hopefully we won't have a lot of trouble with the remastered collection on the Switch. What you are curious about is this. Wait, what I'm curious about is this. Will the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green ports have the casino? Oh yeah. That's true, right? The thing is that I don't remember if they removed that in the Virtual Console for the 3DS. I don't remember. I actually would say that they were still there. Like the is it called Gold Corner? I forgot how it was called. Game Corner. There we go, the Game Corner. Yes, I kind of have the feeling that the original games still have their game corners. They started removing the casino after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, right? So my guess, cool, is that it is going to be there. Yeah. If it is the original, it's going to be there. But if they somewhat change the Fire Red and Leaf Green games, maybe by upgrading their graphics or like giving them quality of life or I don't know, then they could change the game and then maybe remove the game corner. It's treasure time! What a journey that was. But yeah, man, I'm really hoping for a collection. I don't wanna see just Fire Red and Leaf Green released, you know? Or release everything then, and then I pick my favorite game to buy or something. Oh, we made it, let's get on the skiff. Did I talk to Tinder? I forgot. We are here, you're going to get moving or what? There we go. I just don't have a lot of synergy points, but maybe I should have Wolfgang. How can I change the party again? Oh, I cannot change my party here? Wait, why? Oh, it's because they are at their fixed spots? Here we go. Let's see what's Blackheart's treasure. We have made it, mateys. The treasure be so close I can near taste it. Follow me. Be careful, Captain. I think there will be dangers ahead, or like traps. I've been playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. You are playing the original on the NSO, but Nubble is playing the remake. Yeah. I'm curious, which Pokemon are you all? What the quiz gave to you? Yeah, who are you all? Charmander and Totodile? Wait, to have two? You can be two Pokemon? Or maybe it is like one is you and then the other one's the partner? Oh, you get one and then you pick the partner. Alright, I forgot about that. Nubble is Eevee and then his partner is Cubone. That is true, they don't have only the starters, right? You can also have like Cubone? That's crazy. You know what? You guys are kinda make me wanting to play that too. And match up. Like I was saying to Nubble, I never fully cared for Mystery Dungeon. I don't think it is bad, but I don't know, I think it's just a regular RPG game. But yeah, maybe the plot is better than what I think, and having the Pokemon interactions can be good. I need to pay attention because we are back to the exploration, so I may be missing some gems. Some gems are this game's star pieces, Nubble. We got a lot already. We are missing 22, right? Yeah, we're missing 22 sun gems and also 10 ink bottles. I have never found whatever those are, like the crazy ores right there. It's funny that they show me the collection list like this: Amber Stones and inventory upgrades. Yeah, I don't know what are the Amber Stones, but from the name, I believe they're going to increase Tinder's firepower? Or maybe not, because the color that blocks her original powers, right? Yeah, that color right there. The one that's controlling it is the manager of Ever After Inc., Mr. Moon. Which, by the way, I hate Mr. Moon because he reminds me of Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright from Kirby, that I was traumatized by, right? When I was playing the Kirby games. Yeah, Mr. Moon is the one that controls her power pretty much, thanks to that collar. But Amber Stone is what I never found one. Like, what do they do? I cannot jump on that, so we can just go to the water. Oh, maybe this is the treasure spot actually, because remember when I was saying that I thought that... Oh, there we go, there is one right here. When I was saying that the treasure didn't sound like something material-like or something that you could carry with you or sell it somewhere, it is nature, you know? Maybe it is this one spot right here. And also because Captain Blackheart wanted us to bury his parts or his remains in this treasure section, so it could be here, right? The treasure is close, I can smell it. I think it is here, but have we hit a dead end? I wonder. I mean, there is also that suspicious wall right there on our right, but there is something here too. Oh, a song, okay. We gotta play his melody. Blackheart's Melody. And the suspicious wall reveals the treasure, okay. Maybe it is not nature then. I was thinking this spot was the treasure itself. Blimey, Blackheart was a sly dog, ain't he? Ah, you found me treasure, you scurvy dogs. Is it his ghost again? It is. Shiver me timbers, it's Captain Blackheart. Yeah, ha ha ha, you actually did it. Me treasure stash is right up ahead. Ah, you there. You're the captain of this motley crew? Yeah, that's me, Captain Silver. Me hearty me hearty congratulations to you all. You're gonna be rich. And now I can rest in peace knowing my treasure was found by a bunch of true pirates. Why do I have the feeling someone else is like following us and then they're going to ditch us and then like get the treasure themselves, just like the three blind mice? This is sounding a little bit too convenient, too easy, I think. Now please, bury me bones right here in this peaceful patch of land so me soul can be at rest. Aye aye, Captain. By the way, cool. Oh yeah, you wish that PMD could come back? It will. I don't know when, if it's either soon or late, but it's not the end to PMD for sure. I think that considering the spin-offs of Pokemon, even though it is not my favorite per se, I think PMD is the strongest one, don't you think? Either PMD or like the Stadium Battle Revolution and the other one that I don't remember the name. The pretty much pick our team and then battle ones are also stronger spin-offs, right, than some others. Although now with Pokemon Champions, maybe those will die, by the way, because Pokemon Champions will be that game. But PMD, in my opinion, is like that. There are so many different Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games already that it's a established spin-off. And then Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Ranger, those will still kind of struggle to get a new game. But I was going to say, Cove, that I went to the Pokemon Go event on Saturday, and then I got some Flamigo stickers. I also got this paper fan that I kinda needed. But the coolest I got was a hat, a Pokemon Go hat, look at that. So now I'm fully set for the Pokemon Presents in the 27th with my Pokemon Go gear. Oh yeah, Ranger, Colosseum, XD. I still think it is crazy how Colosseum and XD were locked in the GameCube. Did you know that Genius Seniority made the Cafe Mix? No, I did not know that. I never tried Cafe Mix. Wait, how can I say that? Cafe, maybe? Cafe Mix, right? Yeah. Genius Seniority. Are they some sort of very good puzzle company? Are they somewhat connected to Layton Games? I'm not sure. I never tried Cafe Mix. They made spin-offs. Spin-offs? Pokemon spin-offs? Oh, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Ah, I see. You are talking about the company that made the game, and not really the company that created the puzzles. Gotcha. And also Colosseum and XD. So they still have the people that made those games. They are just asking for them to make other sort of games. You know a franchise that's normally forgotten, but I also think it's not like that. crazy good either. It's probably very bad actually, but I somewhat have some curiosity towards it. We were talking about the physical and real world Poke Park, but there are also the Poke Park games, right? I have some curiosity to play those games, even though they are probably very childish, very simple, but I don't know, they are somewhat charming to me for some reason, the Poke Park games. I think they sound chill, you know? Even if they are very like simple. Mateys, you heard the ghost, start digging. Ah, thank you kindly. Before I go, one last request. You have my blessings to do whatever you want with the treasure, on one condition. Make sure that Blessed Company Ever After Inc. doesn't get one bit of it. My soul will rest easy knowing the greedy scallywags that sank my ship won't get their grubby hands on my life's work. That's the thing, man. If they sent everybody here to go on this treasure hunt, and then they were offering a promotion to whoever finds it, that means that they are they are really seeking for your treasure. And even though we found it, I still suspect another team can get here too if they followed us or like if they got to some leads. I don't know how we're going to actually hide his treasure that well then. Because Ever After Inc. is after it. That's the reason why we're here. So Weir promised me that I'll try. We'll make sure that scurvy lot at Ever After Inc. don't lay a filthy finger on my treasure. What do I do? I wish I could tell him the truth, like, they are really after his treasure. But I'll do my best to kinda protect it, yeah. We'll make sure Ever After Inc. doesn't get your treasure. Ah, of course we'll protect your treasure from Ever After Inc. A true pirate always keeps their word, ha ha ha. I hope that doesn't backfire. Ah, that sets me so at ease. Now I can rest in peace and take my final leave. Farewell, mateys. Blimey, what an honor to speak to Captain Blackheart himself. Go on ahead to the treasure, lads. I'll just take a moment here. I'll be right behind you. He was a great man, huh? Go on ahead, lads. The treasure's up ahead. I'll be right behind you. Alright, any final guesses of what's this treasure? Now that his soul is resting here, it can be physical. I'm now thinking it is physical. As he doesn't want Ever After Inc. to get it. You know what? My guess is going to be the thing I was wondering about. What if it is the Ember Stone? BRB, alright, cool. It could be this. And then maybe in the next chapters, it's going to be Ever After Ink going after the Ember Stones. Probably some ink supply or something. You mean the ink bottles? Yeah, my guess is this too. The ink bottles, Numble, are the items in this game that help me to power up my attacks. So they are kinda easy to find or something, yeah. But the Ember Stones, I have no idea what are those. Some gems are like star pieces for me to buy badges and other upgrades. Ink bottles are for my attack upgrades. Yeah, don't worry though, but that was a nice guess. Wait, the cables are kinda tangled. There we go. The freaking cable for my controller is huge, right? So the chair was running on it. I'm trying to place the cable next to my table. There we go. Or maybe it is not going to be even the Amber Stones. Because, for example, I think that if the Amber Stones were plot related, they would list it here, or maybe here on story. Or maybe even here, in the main menu. I don't know, let's see. Maybe it is really like a pot of gold. Regarding us being a seal, Nubble, is because the party member Eva, that's like a skeleton witch, she has animal magic. So she can turn us into a seal, she can turn enemies into chicken, she can turn cats into mushrooms, spring mushrooms for us to jump on them. She does animal magic stuff. When I have a battle with her, you'll see that her attacks are all about animals. She becomes a kangaroo and stuff. Wait, that's a new item, I think. Oh no, that's the pumpkin coffee or the pumpkin latte. I have a space here so I can get it. Yeah, the pumpkin spice latte. I'm still very curious on how this tastes, because this game was the first time I heard of like a pumpkin coffee drink. Bookmark said it's delicious. I'm very curious. Alright, let's see what's this about. Probably there is going to be a boss. Let me have Wolfgang with me. Oh, it is gold. So much treasure! I have never seen this much gold. He had more gold than you, right, Tinder? And I hoard this stuff. Shiver me timbers! Oh, wait. Captain Silver? No way. Captain Silver, possible plot twist? Maybe he works forever after Inc? Let's see, let's see. Blackheart's bounty, we found it. I can't believe my eyes. It's beautiful. Never mind, maybe he's a good guy. Well, lads and lasses, a fair split of the booty sounds right proper. Let's get this haul aboard the ship and make ready to set sail. We best be moving before Ever After Inc. catches wind that we are pilfering their loot. Captain Silver. Wait, are we going to reveal him that we are actually working to Ever After Inc., although we don't like them? Welcome back, cool. I'm seeing how this is going to unfold. Are we going to tell him? Oh yeah. We are not taking the gold, we are delivering it back to Ever After Inc. We can't, Flynt. How will they promote us if we don't do that though? I know we made a promise to Blackheart's ghost, but we really need to earn that promotion. There's gotta be a way. Have you got a screw loose, kid? A blasted promotion? Who cares? We kinda care. The Patches face. Oh yeah! I was not looking at them, that's true. We made a sacred promise. I know, I wanna stick to it. But this game is kinda good in like twisting the plot in convenient ways. So I'm pretty sure we'll be able to keep the gold safe and still get promoted for some crazy random reason they will come up with. Yeah, we made a sacred promise to Blackheart that Ever After Inc. wouldn't see one bit of his fortune. We really need to earn these promotions, it's important. Yeah, but isn't there another way? Kid, I don't think you are hearing me. A pirate's word is all he's got, and I couldn't live with myself if I broke it to the greatest pirate to ever sail the seven seas. Are you truly saying we would just hand all this over to the company responsible for Blackheart's demise against his last wishes? Silver, I guess we have no choice but to tell you. We work for them, yeah, but we are infiltrated people, right? Pokemon producer Kaneko Murata says Pokemon Pokopia is different from other spin-offs due to the collaboration between the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and Koei Tecmo. Koei Tecmo, interesting. The Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and Koei Tecmo are co-developing the game because we got to work together with Koei Tecmo and use their experience on other life simulation games. Which ones? Everything came together. I would rather have them partnering up with Nintendo and Animal Crossing, right? Which other life simulation games are they talking about? Wasn't Koei Tecmo the one company behind how was it called? Wait, how was that game called again? Man, I really forgot the name. Oh, Pokken? Pokken. No, 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 not Neo. Pokken, the fighting one. Isn't it Koei Tecmo 2 or is it Bandai Namco actually? I can't remember. I'm now curious, where is my phone? Koei Tecmo Life Simulator games. Oh, Atelier? The Atelier series is Koei Tecmo. Also, Blue Reflection. Yeah, upcoming collaborative life sims, Pokemon Pokopia. Pokken would be partnered with whoever made the Tekken series. Yeah, maybe it was Bandai Namco them? I don't remember. Let me see. Tekken. It's okay. It's by Bandai Namco. Yeah. So maybe it was Atelier, but Atelier is more like a JRPG, isn't it? I will never understand why the Atelier games are so freaking expensive. People say they're fantastic though, but I think they are very overpriced, even on sale. Silver, I guess we have no choice but to tell you. The whole time, we have been aiming to take down Ever After Inc. from the inside. Exactly. So we work for them, but we don't team up with them, right? To do that, we need to get to the real world headquarters, and we need to earn this promotion. It's the only way. As much as I'm transfixed by all of this gold, we must give it up. We will put a stop to Ever After Inc. forever. Chase them out of all the storybooks they poisoned with their corporate stink. Isn't that what Blackheart would have wanted anyway? That's a mighty ambitious plan you got there. No, they just made the games rated E12 about the Virtual Console. 12 plus? Why? What? Freaking Pokopia is 12 plus? Due to gambling? Gambling? In Pokopia? Wait, so the old games? Yeah, I think the old games they would not be able to kinda mess with them anymore, right? Unless they actually change those games. That's a mighty ambitious plan you got there. And frankly, but then E12 is fine. I don't think E12 is too bad. I think you are out of I think you're out of your blinking minds. Why is that, Captain Silver? You don't work for them, right? Overthrowing the company, that's never going to happen. We are going to try at least. Besides, we have enough gold to jump into any storybook we want and live like kings. So he wants to keep the treasure. He's not going to let us with the treasure. Are you the boss fight? I'm sorry, Silver, it's the only way we have already come so far. You're breaking my heart, kid. We pretty much used Captain Silver for him to bring us here with his ship, right? We'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way, won't we now? Yeah, maybe then. That's kinda sad. Oh boy. He's the boss. A duel! Fair and square, 2 of you at a time, and no swapping? Oh, Jesus. Wolfgang? Wolfgang? Tinder, get out. Bring my Wolfgang. If you win, then you can do what you want with this loot. But if I win, we do it my way. We keep our word and not a single coin goes to Ever After Inc. I will even still let you have your cut. Fine, we can take you. You better pray you lose for your own sakes. Breaking an oath is unforgivable. Okay, I have Wolfgang, God bless. What the hell? Ah, first up, I will fight. Wolfgang and Patches, come on up and face me, you soddy dogs. Oh, he chooses the combos? And remember, no swapping allowed. Okay. What a good song! Research. Captain Silver, only 20 HP. That's sus. The grizzled pirate himself, pirate code compels him to duel your team in pairs. Stay vigilant, he's got many tricks up his sleeve. But why don't he has like a pair too? Why is he fighting me alone? I'm surprised I could block that. This song is amazing, isn't it, though? This game is always fantastic. He's evil? So it's not that he's evil, actually we are more evil than him for this, right? Because we want to give this treasure bounty to like Ever After Inc. to get a promotion, even though we want to do that so we can bring them down and destroy them. But it's still like a lot of money to give them, and then we kind of promised the ghost that used to own this money, Captain or Pirate Blackheart, that we would never let Ever After Inc. touch his gold. So you know there is a lot of fuzz towards this treasure. Captain right there just wants us to keep our promise and split the share between us both, and then never let Ever After Inc. to get this gold. But we need this gold, or we are not going to get promoted. Unless they come up with another excuse that will allow us to get promoted, even though no treasure. But I doubt it, because they even had the CEO, right, of Ever After Inc. asking us to go after this. The founder. So it's either show them the treasure or no promotion, right? But I would not complain if this chapter for some reason doesn't give us a promotion, or actually doesn't give us a promotion. I wouldn't be sad. Now I wonder if you had told the truth to the spirit, right? Maybe we need to fight them. You know what? Maybe they would never allow me to enter here too, right? Would Silver have fought alongside Blackheart in a 2 versus 2 instead of this? Maybe? Oh shit, maybe that's why this is an easy fight now? Good call, because I'm not thinking he has a lot of HP. I'm not thinking that he has armor, right? So what is the catch? But there is probably a catch. These boss fights are kinda tricky too, right? I have taunt as well. He got another barrel. Redirect me and let's try poisoning him. For more damage. Oh, I did not see the sword. Dang it. And I cannot block. Changing strats right now. Wolfgang, you encourage us. Your fluffiness is unmatched, even by me. And then I'm going to go for another attacking round because he's also poisoned for this turn. The next turn I'm probably healing. Oh, I thought he was going to attack Patches. Yeah, now I wanna heal. Sure. Restoration. Oh yeah, this is going to be like Wolfgang and Patches round against him. So we're probably going to have the other party members too to have their rounds against him too. So this battle is going to have at least 3 phases. Maybe in the final phase it's going to be like Flynt versus him. Because we are a group of 5, right? We cannot have 3 pairs. Those Flynt lock attacks are mean, hard to tell who's going to go for. Yes, the last one got me. I thought he was going to target them both, but he went for Wolfgang. Let me see. I can only target the barrel now. If I destroy the barrel, he's going to bring another one, isn't he? Sure, I'll go for it. I dodged thanks to my badge. Nice. And never mind, he did not go for another barrel, so we can hit him. And then now he's going to swap my party, right? To phase 2. Eva and also Tinder? Ah, I'm out of shape. This been a good while since I have had me a proper scrap. By thunder, looks like we fought 2 fears. Oh. Sure? Ah, this changed nothing. I will fight to the finish. Next up, Flynt and Eva. So he's leaving Tinder behind? Careful now, this cave ceiling me. Wait, this cave ceiling be mighty delicate. Wouldn't want these stalactites to fall, haha. Interesting, they have 1 HP right there. Which means that I don't need to be registering them. I'm curious though, why do they show me the HP for that if I have never registered that? I wanna check it. Stalactite. A stalactite hanging directly above Captain Silver. It would be a shame if it fell on him. But it can also fall on me, right? I will do that. Bam! And it disarmed him. He has a bomb. I need my synergy points. Eva, attack him. Let's try the Fang Feast for you to heal yourself too. There we go. And then I'm going to recharge with Flynt. Wow, I can see why you were promoted to head of human resources. There we go, I did some good defending now. I got a bot, give me a second. Let me ban him. There we go. Now we have synergy points, but I will attack him again with Eva. This ignores shields, so let's go for the frog skills. And then he got poisoned. Honestly, I kinda wanna risk it. As he's poisoned, I wanna cause more damage. Look at that. Almost. There we go, good job, Eva. Now I think I will just beat him, because if he changes my party, then I should save the synergy points to the other party members, right? We're wrong. Oh no, the sword! I did not see the sword! I hate that. It's so hard for you to see where it's pointing, right? I always fall for that. But sure, Flynt. There we go. Do you think you're worthy of taking all of my treasure? Prove it. Catch me if you can. Wait, what? A bridge? You are persistent, aren't you? I need some backup here. Oh. What? 4 freaking parrots? Flynt, I have had enough of your buckler bilge water. Tinder, take his place, let's see what you can do. So Tinder and Eva. Just because they are flying enemies, I guess? I'm not sure. But this is complicated because I don't have Flynt or Wolfgang for them to recharge more my synergy bar. They have lots of flying enemies now too. I can throw the buckler, right? And Captain Silver is also in the battle, so he's also going to attack us. At least these parrots don't have a lot of HP, but they have all of the spikes and shields. And I don't have my MPs ready for this as well. Wait a minute, can I target the 2 on the ground? I kinda can. At least one of them. I want MPs. Adds +1 attack for 2 turns and restores 5 MPs? They are going to attack us a lot too, so Eva is in danger. I think I will drink a herbal tea with Tinder, but on Eva. I also got more MPs thanks to our badge, right? That gives us extra MPs if I use an item with Tinder. And then I think I will target these parrots. Those dives are super fast. They remind me of Donkey Country crows attacking me, you know? Or actually vultures. That they used to dive that fast as well, and then you had to jump above them as Donkey Kong? Jeez. Thank goodness I healed. Now we have lots of MPs. They changed their places too. Never mind, Captain Silver did not attack me, right? That's funny. I'm restoring. I cannot be defending all the time. Let's go for a winged smackdown. Can I beat you? I think I'm going to cause 4 damage, right? It's going to miss 1 damage. Yeah. But sure. Now we have less problems to take care of. Yeah, go for Timber. Nice. Wait, they brought another parrot in? Apparently Pocopia was originally planned for the Switch one. That kinda explains the graphics. And then I wonder, why is it not for both? It could be for both. Which time is it, by the way? It is 9 PM, 9:40 PM, okay. They brought more parrots. What the heck? Do I need to beat them all at once? I can't. Restoration? But I'm in trouble. If they keep bringing more parrots, I'm in trouble. Or do they mean that I need to beat Captain Silver instead of the parrots, and then the parrots are just distractions? Because an excuse to try and make people to buy the Switch 2. Which, by the way, Nubble and Cove, in my opinion, we still don't have enough reasons to buy a Switch 2. So I don't think Pocopia is the... I don't know, the game-changing game, right? That they are bringing up to make people to buy the Switch 2. I don't think so. I kind of think that the memory RAM situation is like a bigger reason to people to buy a Switch 2 right now before the prices they raise. They brought another one than Pocopia or any of the games we already have. And after that very lame partner showcase they gave us this month, I'm still waiting for like the big news, right? Maybe Gen 10. Maybe Gen 10 will be the one. I kinda wanna go for Captain Silver, guys. I can go for him, right? I can. Maybe the parrots are just distractions. Fang Fist. I think I missed the timing. Now he's pointing the sword up. I will go attacking. I will attack him with Eva only. I need to heal. I think I'll try this one. I not getting that timing right? He's only with 6 HP. I can risk it, but at the same time I could wait for a synergy. If only I had Wolfgang, right, to protect me. Because what if I'm wrong and then Captain Silver is not the target for this battle? And then after I beat him, I'll still need to beat the 4 parrots somehow. Which, by the way, there is no way for me to beat those parrots, I think. With these 2. Unless Eva's Fang Fist doesn't get hurt, yeah, maybe by that. Never mind the frog skills as well. Okay, Eva has ways to fight them, never mind. But Tinder? Tinder doesn't. Never mind, Tinder can hit the ones that are flying closer to the ground only, but they have the shields. Fine, I will try a restoration, but then next turn I'll need to go after them. You handle things with a certain grace that I can't help but admire. Can I defend now, please? That's not too good, but it's better than before. Okay, swap them. Fang Feast. Oh, there we go. Now I could see the timing. That gave Eva more health. But then I cannot attack him with Tinder because he's pointing his sword up. Instead, I'll go for Flaming Fury and hit those 2 right there. I mean, will the guy with the shield fly down to protect them? I hope not. He's not. Okay. 1 shield down and then I got to one of the parrots. I'm dead. But I have the smelling salt. Now I can fly. Let's get Captured Silver. You lot be tough as nails, I'll need to switch mid-tech again. Okay, so it was right. I had to target him. Ah ha ha ha, this will be a fine bit of fun, huh? I feel alive again. Now he's probably going to make me use patches, right? And maybe Flynt. Who's next then? Let's have at Flynt and Patches, of course. The 2 that can hit him up there. Coconuts? Oh Jesus. I'll need to get my synergy. Recharge. How do you pack so much punch for your size? Amazing. And then Teddy Tremor, or I could taunt. I'm taunting. I missed. It was my first time using it. But it was great. I did not get hurt by the coconuts. Buckler Barrage. Poison, poison, where is the poison? No poison. And then the taunt's still working, that's good. I can attack him because he's pointing up. There we go. The taunt is gone, but I have synergy points. Oh, I did something wrong. I should have healed with patches, because patches can't get to him anymore. Although I did like the taunt thing, so I'm going to do it again. Oh, dang it. It was a different button. So they changed the buttons, okay. Oh, so when I miss the timing, the taunt doesn't work? I will try it again. No, I missed again. Dang it. And I'm dead. Smelling salt. Now I think he dies? Yeah, he dies. Ah! Oh my god, patches! Shiver me timbers, my sword! I still got some fight in me. We will have to see this right to the end. It's the end of the line, mateys. How did he set this whole battle in the island like? How are there the two cannons on a barrel waiting for us and for him to activate them? How is this possible? It almost feels like he has visited this island before. It's the end of the line, mateys. I got nowhere left to run. Wolfgang and Tinder. Thank goodness Wolfgang. Alright. Two cannons and him. Let's destroy at least one cannon. I don't have MVs. That's not good. Give me a latte. Of course, he activated the wrong cannon. Yes, I think Tinder is going to die no matter what. But Wolfgang is also hurt. I have a sugar cookie. Oh wait, use both active heroes for 10 HP. Let's go. No, wait. Maybe she should use it. And then Wolfgang goes for... No, the redirection will not get to that cannon because of his shield. Never mind. Fine. Wolfgang used the sugar cookie. And then we go for winged smackdown.